Hi, my name is Josh Manning, executive editor of the Town-Crier newspaper. I'm here with David Lodwick, former mayor of Royal Palm Beach. We are Friday morning, the 19th, and it was, about 16 hours ago you stopped being the mayor of Royal Palm Beach. You've been the mayor since November of '98. So tell us, first question, what are you going to do with all your free time?
Still working on that. More time for family, more time to have some fun, a little less stress in my life, and maybe now I can walk through the aisles at Publix without stopping.
Tell me, what do you consider your greatest accomplishments as mayor?
Really, I've thought about that because I sort of anticipated you might ask this question. In totality, we have changed the entire image, I believe, of Royal Palm Beach. When we came in, we now have a voice. I think it's a voice that's become respected throughout the county and hopefully throughout the state. We have created a business model where our taxpayers know they're going to get value for their tax dollar. High level of services without being charged a whole lot of money. We have built a council that worked together. We functioned as a team. Didn't always agree on every issue, but we worked together to make it better. And of course, the obvious things are we've improved every park in our community. We've improved the infrastructure, our roads, our drainage. I just think it's the totality of what we've done that I think was from public safety, merging police and fire, which were controversial at the time. As you look back, we improved safety. We improved the cost structure of it, but most importantly, we improved public safety. And that is the job of a city council.
At least on the surface, you appear to have enjoyed your tenure as mayor.
Very much so.
Are you going to miss it?
Absolutely. It's a bittersweet moment. I've talked with a lot of residents, but it is bittersweet. I've tried not to let it go to my head and still think of it as you're leading a team. Rather than saying it wasn't me out there, it was a whole team, and that team was the council. It was a great staff. Our mayor village staff really do a great job each and every day. It's the volunteers that serve on our boards. It's the residents that come out and are part of all the events and the things that we do, and honestly have supported our council through the years and given us the trust and the faith to let us do what we've done. So yeah, I'll miss being a part of that team, the head of that team. But I'm not going away. I'll still be around and have a voice and have an opinion. I tried to continue to do my job right up to the final day. I talked to Mr. Liggins the morning of, yesterday morning, the day of the council meeting, just offering input where it probably wasn't even wanted anymore.
And he said, "Who are you and why are you bothering me?"
He took the call. It really amazed me, but he did, and I thank him for that. It was an emotional, really funny moment to go in and turn in my electronic key fob that is the key to City Hall, that so I can get in and out. And
they don't let former mayors keep that?
Didn't ask. I turned it in, and that way if something's missing, they don't need to interview me. I'm hoping the clerk's office will buzz me in if I wander in and want to say hi to some folks. I'm pretty sure Diane and Jacqueline and Robin will buzz me in if I need to. So.
Have you had a chance to speak to Mr. Valentes after the election? I've
spoken to him the night of the election and also at the event last Friday night for a few minutes.
And what are your thoughts regarding him? It's been like 15, 16 years since you were the new guy being sworn in on the council.
All I can tell you is I look back and I think when I was first elected, I knew everything I needed to know until I figured out all the things I didn't know. Biggest part is just do your homework, ask staff, and the only thing I'll tell any council member is be open and honest with staff if you have questions. We have a great group of people. They'll answer your questions openly and honestly, and just come to meetings prepared. That's what you were elected to do, and I have every confidence our council will continue to do that.
You said that you were going to continue to be active in the community as a private citizen and going to maintain a presence. How would you describe that presence that you hope to maintain?
A lot less low-key than being the mayor, but still, I will still continue to talk to a lot of people that have known me and seen fit to put their trust in me through the years. A lot of friends on boards at the local homeowners associations and groups that I continue to talk to or will see from time to time. Whether it's working with leaders in local churches who I have good relationships with. I don't see me asking to be on boards. I think that's a good opportunity for people to learn about the community and serve. Don't see myself doing that. But I'm also doing some work now with the Florida League of Cities and helping them with some projects and things as well, which they've been gracious enough to allow me to do. So I'll still find a way to try to make a difference in my own way. School district and our elected official continue to tell us the boundary is not an issue. That's baloney. The boundary is a big part of the issue. Socioeconomics of how they've drawn our boundaries have put many more subsidized kids in, many more kids from challenged backgrounds. And you've got to distribute things equally, or you tap the resources of your school and drag down the whole population to benefit. We've got to be more representative being royal. But why take the boundary on the south side of Okeechobee Boulevard all the way to Military Trail, which brings in a lot of Section 8 subsidized housing, when running along the same road you have all the more less disadvantaged kids of Bay Winds, Andros Isle, and all of those don't go to Royal Palm Beach High School. They are closer geographically to our high school. I understand you need to expand a boundary, but do it in more of a concentric circle method rather than carving out areas where you're trying to help Palm Beach Lakes High School with their demographics. This is about racial balancing. It's not about rational boundaries. There's no other way to look at it. And that's fine. Our high schools should represent overall communities. But you need to balance some of the kids that you're bringing in here, because you've got a lot of kids that are very challenged, not at grade level, and when you put that all into one high school, you're going to see the drop you saw here. No question, Seminole Ridge was a big difference. At the same time, our high school was ignored on magnet programs for years and years. I worked with the former principal very, very hard, Mr. Garcia, and trying to just get the medical magnet school program started out here. It took 2 years to get that program approved and started. That's just one. Seminole Ridge started and opened their doors with more programs in place than Royal Palm, an existing school, had. So you not only have the problem of boundary, the boundary had to be even bigger to the east because more of our kids want to go to a magnet school that matters. And our school didn't have those programs to offer.
What type of magnets would you like to see there?
Math and science driven in particular. The core curriculum that can lead you to anything in college. We're asking kids now in 8th and 9th grade to focus and laser in to know what you're going to be when you grow up. That's what magnet programs do. You want to do the baccalaureate for international studies, or you want to do the medical program. When I was in 8th grade, I wanted to be an accountant. By the time I got to college, I didn't want to do that anymore. So if I'd have had just one background, it's got to have a core of math and science. Our math and science teachers there are good teachers. We've got to be able to keep our better kids here. When you lose your best students to other schools, we've got to find a way to try to keep them at home.
The transition from you to Mayor Mattioli has been billed as not much of a transition at all because of the fact that the two of you worked together on the council for 16 years. And it's not really a vision change per se. How do you expect things to be different though?
We certainly have different leadership styles. Everybody's different. I think, again, it's not just the mayor's vision. You have a different collection of 5 people now. I think you'll probably see council members a bit more vocal, where in the past, due to my longevity in the center seat as mayor, maybe some of that was suppressed a little bit. You may not see that suppressed quite as much. I hope their vision continues to include Commons Park as a world-class park facility. That's what we've promised the residents. We have the money to do it. I see no reason that can't continue or won't. I hope the commitment to public service stays there, as far as public safety, rather. Not public service, but public safety. And giving our police and fire the resources they need to do the very best job possible.